like a dream I couldn't touch. Every word you ever whispered meant a little too much. I watched you from a distance, afraid to say your name. Loving you was easy, keeping silent was the pain. I knew my place was somewhere between your smile and goodbye, close enough to feel your heartbeat, far enough to let you fly. You were the most beautiful flower I never dared to hold. I admired every color, but left you in the cold. I chose to love you gently, from a place you never knew. You were the most beautiful flower, and I let the world have you. I kept my feelings hidden, like letters never sent. I smiled when you were happy, even when my heart was bent. Someone else stood beside you, braver than I'd ever be. He reached out without fear, and you slowly slipped from me. I never tried to steal you, never crossed that fragile line. I just stayed a little longer with a love that wasn't mine. You were the most beautiful flower I never dared to hold. I admired every color, but left you in the cold. I chose to love you gently, from a place you never knew. You were the most beautiful flower, and I let the world have you. If someday the seasons change and the sky feels less kind, I hope you find someone who loves you louder than mine. You'll always be the memory that blooms when I'm alone, a silent kind of beauty that was never my own. You were the most beautiful flower, too precious to be true. I loved you without asking, and quietly let go of you. Some loves are meant for holding, some are meant to be set free. You were the most beautiful flower that never belonged to me. I still walk the long way home, just to pass the places we knew. Nothing's changed around here, except me missing you. I keep my phone face down, like I'm afraid to see that you've already moved on and forgot about me. I don't ask for another chance, I don't ask you to stay. I just wonder sometimes if you feel the same. If you ever look back, just for a moment or two, I hope you remember how I always chose you. If you ever look back and feel something inside, know I stayed right here. even after goodbye. I hear your name in conversations, I pretend it's nothing new. I smile like it doesn't hurt, like I don't still think of you. I know I wasn't perfect, I know I made mistakes, but loving you is honest, that much I can say. I don't blame you for leaving, I don't ask you to explain. I just hope you still remember I wasn't a game. If you ever look back when the nights feel long, I hope you hear my voice in a familiar song. If you ever look back and wonder where I went, I stay with all the feelings I never meant to end. Maybe you won't turn around, maybe you won't turn around, maybe this is where it ends, maybe this is where it ends. But loving you is real to me, even if it's past tense. If you ever look back, I don't need you to return. Just know I loved you quietly, and I learned. If you ever look back and see me in your mind, I'll be right where you left me, waiting every time. Some love doesn't fade completely, it just learns to stay inside. If you ever look back, I hope you'll be alright. The sky looks kind this afternoon, like it knows what we won't say. You're smiling like everything's fine, and I'm smiling the same way. We talk about ordinary things, as if nothing's about to change. But there's a quiet between our words that doesn't feel the same. Didn't plan this moment, it just feels like the right time. Some endings don't need reasons, they just arrive. It's a good day to say goodbye, no tears, no reasons why. The sun is still where it should be, so let's not make it hard tonight. It's a good day to say goodbye. We've already tried. Some loves don't end in broken hearts, they just learn when to step aside. I remember how we started, laughing over simple things. Somewhere along the way, we stopped meaning what we mean. You're not wrong, I'm not either, we just grew in different ways. I don't wanna hold you here if love isn't where you stay. I don't need an explanation, I don't need to know the truth. I just need a gentle ending for me and you. It's a good day to say goodbye. The air feels light somehow, I don't want this to be heavy. Let's just be honest now. It's a good day to say goodbye before we start to lie. Some the door. I'll thank you for the love we had and ask for nothing more. It's a good day to say goodbye. No anger, no regret. I loved you in the best way I knew, and I don't forget. The sky will look the same tomorrow. Life will go on somehow. It was a good day to say goodbye, and I'm okay now. The streetlights are blinking again, like they're tired of staying awake. Your footsteps sound slower than mine, as if you don't want this to end. We talk about nothing important, just random thoughts passing by. But every word feels heavier when I know I won't ask you to stay. I don't know what we're calling this, I don't know what we are. I just know the night feels shorter every time you're not far. So let me walk you home tonight, even if it doesn't mean a thing. Even if tomorrow comes and we pretend this never happened. Let me walk you home tonight. I won't cross the line, I swear. I just want a few more minutes before you disappear. Your phone lights up, you don't check it. You say it's nothing, it's fine. I wonder who you're thinking of, but I keep it out of my mind. We stop at the corner quietly. This place knows us too well. I smile like I'm not disappointed. You smile like you can't tell. I won't ask what you're feeling, I won't ask what you see. Some questions are safer unanswered, especially for me. So let me walk you home tonight, even if it's all I get. Even if I'm just a moment you'll quietly forget. Let me walk you home tonight before you choose someone else. I'll keep this feeling to myself, like I always do. Maybe one day this won't hurt. Maybe I'll learn how to say no. But right now all I'm asking is to take the long way home. Let me walk you home tonight. I won't hold your hand, I'll stay right here beside you as long as I can. Let me walk you home tonight, then watch you close the door. I'll turn back into the dark, like I've done before. But I already knew some nights aren't meant to last, they're just meant to be walked through. We built a home with borrowed dream and quiet words and gentle scenes. a little laugh, a simple plan that never needed anyone. The walls were soft, the lights were low, like something fragile meant to glow. I never asked how long it'd stay, I just believed in every day. Some places live inside the heart, even when they fall apart. They don't break you when they end, they stay as who you've been. We had a house made out of roses, pretty soft but hard to keep. I loved it even knowing some things aren't ours to keep. I won't cry when petals fall or beg the seasons to be kind. We had a house made out of roses, and I was happy for that time. You grew beyond the little room, found bigger skies, a different view. I stayed behind with quiet thoughts and learned to bless the things I lost. There's no regret in what we were, no broken dreams. I still prefer just something warm. I'll always know a place I loved and let it go. Not every love is meant to last. Some are meant to gently pass, like flowers fading in the sun. Still beautiful when they're done. We had a house made out of roses, pretty soft but hard to keep. I loved it even knowing some things aren't ours to keep. I won't cry when petals fall or ask for one more sign. We had a house made out of roses, and I was happy for that time. Maybe love is not forever, maybe it's just something true that teaches hearts to feel at home before they learn to move. If someday you pass that place, I hope it makes you smile. We had a house made out of roses, and it was ours for a while. We used to talk until the morning, like time was never running out. Your name was on my future plans, now it's something I don't say out loud. We used to know each other's silence, every fear, every truth. Now we walk past like strangers, pretending we never knew. I don't miss the fights or the tears, I don't miss the sleepless nights. I miss the way you felt like home before us turned into goodbye. Nothing hurts like we used to, like something that's already gone. You were once my forever, now you're just a song. Nothing hurts like remembering who I was when you were mine. Loving you was easy, letting go just took more time. We used to make small promises, laughing like they'd last forever. Now even hearing your name pulls me back to that weather. I see you doing better now, living life like I never stayed. And I'm learning how to smile again at the memories that fade. I don't hate you for leaving, I don't blame you for the pain. Some loves are meant to last, they're just meant to change. Nothing hurts like we used to, like something you can't undo. You were once my everything, now you're just someone I knew. Nothing hurts like standing here between what was and what's true. I survived the goodbye, but I still miss me and you. If I could rewrite the ending, I wouldn't beg you to stay. I'd just hold on a little longer before love slipped away. Nothing hurts like we used to, more than losing you somehow. It's knowing we were everything, but we're nothing right now. I don't cry like I used to, I've learned how to smile somehow. But nothing hurts like we used to, and I feel it even now. Some words don't need repeating, some truths are hard to choose. But nothing hurts like loving someone you can only say we used to about. Nothing hurts like we used to, more than losing you somehow. It's knowing we were everything, but we're nothing right now. I don't cry like I used to, I've learned how to smile somehow. But nothing hurts like we used to, and I feel it even now. I still remember how you smiled when the world was falling down. You said you'd be okay even when I wasn't around. I learned to read your silence better than your words somehow. But loving you in secret was all I knew till now. I never asked for promises, I never asked to stay. I only stood behind you and loved you my own way. So tell me when you're tired and the nights feel cold somehow. When your heart is breaking, who will care for you now? When the tears fall quietly and no one hears a sound. If it's not me beside you, who will care for you now? I kept my feelings genuine so I wouldn't cause you pain. I smiled like I was stronger while losing you every day. You found another shoulder, someone braver, someone proud. And I learned how to let go without making a sound. to stop you, never asked you to choose. I just stayed a little longer with the love I couldn't use. So tell me when you're tired and the nights feel cold somehow, when your heart is breaking, who will care for you now? When the tears fall quietly and no one hears a sound, if it's not me beside you, who will care for you now? I hope he knows your sadness the way I always did. I hope he stays when things get hard, like I never really lived. If someday you remember the love that never showed, just know I'm still wishing you well from a road I didn't hold. And if the world is empty and you feel lost somehow, I won't be there to save you, but I hope someone knows how. I loved you without asking, I left without a sound, still wondering in the silence, who will care for you now? You talked about your hardest days like I was safe, and still I held your words so carefully and never said I will. I learned your fears, your fragile thoughts, the things you tried to hide. I carried them in quiet ways and left my own aside. Some hearts are built to hold the weight of things they never share. They listen close, they stay awake and love you from right there. I was always the one who listened, never the one you chose. I held your nights, your broken thoughts, and let my feelings close. I was always the one who listened, stayed when others left. I loved you in the only way my silent heart knew best. You leaned on me when days were long, when nothing felt okay. I stayed and never crossed the line. I knew you'd walk away. I never asked for more than this, never asked you to see that every time you needed strength, you were leaning into me. I didn't need to change your world or make you stay somehow. I only wanted you to feel you weren't alone right now. I was always the one who listened, never the one you chose. I held your nights, your broken thoughts, and let my feelings close. I was always the one who listened, no promises, no sign, just loving you in quieter ways and calling that enough. Maybe love is not being heard, but hearing someone through and letting them be who they are, even when they leave you. If someday you wasn't there to change your life, just there to hold your hand. To hold your hand. I've learned how to walk these streets without looking back. I change the places I sit alone just to avoid the past. I smile when people ask me if I'm finally okay. I nod and say I'm better now, then gently turn away. Some nights are easier if I don't explain. So if you care about me, please don't say his name. Please don't bring him up. Not tonight, not now. I'm holding all the pieces the best I know how. Please don't bring him up. I'm trying to move on. I'm strong as long as no one reminds me what is gone. He wasn't wrong just now, meant to stay the way I hope. Some people leave without a sound, and that's how hearts cope. I packed away the memories, didn't throw them out. I just don't open that old box when silence helps me breathe it out. I don't need forgiveness, I don't need to blame. I just need the quiet without his name. Please don't bring him up. I'm almost feeling fine. I've learned how to survive one night at a time. Please don't bring him up. I'm doing what I can. I'm healing in the silence. Please understand. If he's happy somewhere else, I hope it's really true. I just don't want a shadow walking me through. Please don't bring him up. I'm stronger than before. I close that door gently, I don't need it anymore. Please don't bring him up. Let the quiet stay. I'm learning how to live again. One silent day. Some memories don't need answers, some loves don't need a name. If you're here with me tonight, please don't bring him up again. You said it like it didn't matter, like it was just a thought out loud. But something in the way you paused told me we weren't the same now. The room felt smaller after that. The night lost all its sound. I smiled like I didn't notice what just hit the ground. You didn't raise your voice, you didn't walk away. You just rearranged my world was something simple. You said one sentence changed everything, and you didn't even know. I was standing right there breaking while you let the moment go. One sentence changed everything. No drama, no goodbye, just a truth that fell between us and taught my heart to lie. I replay it in different tones, trying to make it kind. Like maybe I misunderstood, like maybe I'll be fine. But words don't leave politely. Once they find their place, they sit inside your memory and change the way you feel the space. You didn't mean to hurt me, I know you never tried. But honesty can be a knife when it arrives on time. One sentence changed everything from us to we'll see. I heard the ending in your voice before you finished speaking to me. One sentence changed everything, and I learned that night how something small can close a door without a single fight. If you ever think about it, I hope it doesn't weigh you down. Some people carry words forever, some just set them down. One sentence changed everything, but I don't blame you still. You just said what you were feeling. I was the one who filled the silence with 1,000 thoughts that never made it through. One sentence changed everything and slowly changed me too. They just need something said. I walked home with quieter steps after one sentence left my head. She never really knows how close I am, how far I stay. I'm always sitting right beside you, but I'm never in your plans. You tell me stories about your whole life, like I'm not holding my hands. I know the sound of your laughter, I know the weight of your days, I know the look on your face when you're about to break. I don't interrupt your happiness, I don't ask to be seen. I learned how to love you quietly from somewhere in between. She never really knows what I don't say. I hide my heart in simple words and throw the truth away. She never really knows how deep it goes. I'm always standing in your light, but I stay in my shadow. You lean on me when you feel lonely, then you walk away just fine. You call my name when the night gets heavy, but not when the sun shines. I hear you talk about forever with someone who isn't me. I smile like I don't feel a thing, like it doesn't cut this deep. I don't cross the line between us, I know exactly where I stand. Some love survives can. She never really knows how I break inside. I'm the one who holds you together then disappears at night. She never really knows what this cost. I gave you all the best of me and kept the rest lost. Maybe loving you was never meant to be fair. Maybe loving you was never meant to be fair. Maybe some hearts are only meant to care. She never really knows, but I always do. Every version of my heart still leads to you. She never really knows.